Well, hello there. Aloha, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for joining me. I'm making a different kind of video again today. This is going to be showing my coin collection. I've mentioned a couple times on here that I collect different things. I collect quite a few different kind of different things. I really pick things that I like that nobody else likes, so I don't have to compete against anybody for all the cool things I like to collect. I like these antique maps I was talking about, and I collect compasses. I collect some old books, and one of them, I would say my prized possessions, is my coin collection. So while I collect military coins, and these are all given to me. It's a tradition in the military. Whenever you travel and meet other people in the military, we have these coins that they'll make for each group, a squadron, a flight, a platoon, whatever group that you're in. A lot of times they'll make a group like a coin. And so the military tradition is that whenever you show up to the bar or whatever, you can bring out your coin. And so if you bring out your coin when you're there with all your people, your buddies and such, whenever you bring out your coin, you bring it out and you say, I got, like that. You bring out your coin and you slam it down on the table, and everybody else has to reach in and get their coin out and slam it down. So whoever doesn't have their coin, they're buying the drinks for the night. And so if you slam down your coin and everybody in the group has their coin too, you're buying the drinks. So it's a fun military tradition. It's been going on for a long time. And the whole time that I was in the Air Force, I got just a tremendous opportunity. I was in a group called Tops and Blue, and we traveled to, I think we counted it up, something like 180 countries throughout the world, been everywhere for a short moment. And so we got to go around and go to all the different bases. So while I was doing that, I got to meet a ton of top-notch influential people. And, honestly, that's probably where my real kind of desire to be around high-performance people and really be interested in being a high-performance person kind of probably got kicked off while I was in the military. And so I met a ton of these really top-notch people who I got coins from. So I'll show you some of my coins. Here's the first one. So today's going to be a day of me figuring out how to run the camera and stuff. So this is, let's see what it says there. Defender. Let's see if I can make the screen bigger so I can see it as well as you can. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you're going to see that a lot. Military folks put a lot of let's see if we can see that. Yeah, we use a lot of Latin, so you're going to see that on some of these coins. You'll see Latin. Let's flip this one over, see where it's from. Not remembering right off the bat, just seeing that side. Okay, here we go. Now I can remember where it's from. So this is from, let me turn it the right way so it's good for you guys. There you go. Here we go. The 6th Air Refueling Wing. And that's in Florida. I think that's that might be a Tyndall Air Force Base. You can see the pirate ship on there. You can see the plane up above. Parati Difendare. That sounds Italian, actually. It's probably Latin. There's the first coin. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see if I can see this one. Okay, this one's pretty cool. This comes from the Air Force Ball. So you might think it's, I don't know, whatever people might think, but the Air Force and the military, we have, official balls. And this is where military people are networking and meeting with other officials from different countries, maintaining the goodwill of the United States military throughout the world. And so this was the Air Force Ball in 1996 we went to, and we were there for that. So this was at, let me turn it this way, here we go. Headquarters, United States European Command. That's a pretty cool one. Let the camera catch up to us. There you go. And you get to see whether I've been cleaning my fingernails or not. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see what we got here. This is from the Battle of Okinawa. The Battle of Okinawa, remember, this is 50 years of peace and friendship from 1945 to 1955. This is a neat one. A lot of these coins also, you'll have a commander. You know, commander is a leader. Commander is a lot like a CEO. Some of the top brass, so to speak, at these bases, you know, a lot of times they'll make a coin to commemorate something like this. And so let's see what they got on here. Battle of Okinawa. Okinawa, Japan. And it's great. It's got the island right there. You can see the whole island right there on the coin. 50 years of peace and friendship from 1945 to 1995. We were there in 1996, and so we got this coin. They just commemorated that the year before. And so you might be asking about the group that I was with. What was I doing traveling all over the world in the military? I was with a band, a military performance group called Tops in Blue. And so we actually had a coin this year in 1996. We made this coin, and there are actually thousands and thousands of these around the world. One of the things about military coins is that they're rare, and so they're just for you and your small group, and it's a real neat individual thing for you and your group. But this one is different. We actually gave this one out to children. At the end of the show, we would go out, and there were, I gotta remember now, there must have been about 12 singers, and we would go out into the audience, and we'd go and find children, because this was a show to where people would bring their kids and their family. It's a family show. And so we bring children up on the stage and sing to them and give them this coin to leave with afterwards. And that was a really neat thing Tom Edwards did. That was the boss over there, Chief Tom Edwards, Chief Edwards. And on the back of the coin, it says, "The greatest gift of all, love." There it is. And so that was a really fun time to be able to go out there and just really share a little bit of love and peace with people that were there in the audience. Doesn't seem like that's what we'd be doing out there in the war-torn countries and such in the military. So this one's really neat. This one's from Kunsan. Let's see if I can get the light in there. I'm gonna have to bring over another light for this one. Let's see if I got this light. Will help out. There we go. All right. So this is the 8th Fighter Wing, Kunsan Air Base, Korea. And so the band that I was with, called Tops in Blue, we had a tradition that we would go and perform at Christmas in Kunsan Air Base, South Korea. It's called a remote. So whenever you go there, you get sent over there for a year. A remote is what you think about when you think about the military going overseas. And a lot of times when you're in the military, you can bring your spouse or kids and such with you. Well, Kunsan is the most probably, kind of notoriously remote part of the military where you don't get to bring any kind of family or anything with you. So Tom Edwards, a long time ago, he made a commitment to always be in Kunsan for Christmas. And so I actually spent 3 Christmases in a row in Korea. In 1996 at Kunsan, 1997 at Osan, which is up closer to the DMZ, which is North Korea. And then another year after that, back at Kunsan for Christmas to perform. So let's flip this one over and see what it says. Yeah, that 8th Services Squadron serving the Wolf Pack. So services, Air Force Services, that was a group. I'm not sure if they still have services. I don't know if they call it that or probably something else. But they handle like morale and welfare and the kind of if there was anybody putting on a show, or if there was somebody like renting out something to the airmen to have some sort of a, entertainment, welfare, recreation time. That's what the service people were doing. So that was the services people from Kunsan. Okay, so one of the years that I was over there in Korea, this was actually kind of a strange thing. I had 2 TDYs from a remote. I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but that's what it was. What they call it is whenever you go remote, is whenever you're way out there in one of these kind of places like I'm talking about. Turkey, Korea. And so I was over there in Osan, and they just called us up and said, okay, everybody go pack up, and we're going to Kunsan. And so we jumped on some trucks, and we were down there for 6 months. So you make the difference in Daegu. So we were down there in Daegu, South Korea. And they called us the Goo Keepers. The 607 Security Police. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Here's another one of my Tops and Blue coins. Here, I'll leave that one towards the end, since you already seen the Tops and Blue coin. This is from Fort Dix. And this is really neat. This place, this whole squadron, this whole unit doesn't exist anymore. And so, whenever I went into the military, I joined as a security police. And it says there, the ultimate weapon, Defender, Fort Dix, New Jersey. So they had a camp there, a training camp there. And Fort Dix is actually an Army base. And so the Army trained... Take the bell off it? The Army would train the Air Force military police. And so I got to go to the Army base and go train with the Air Force that was there. And that was Fort Dix, New Jersey. Let's flip this one over. Let's see if the camera will come up on us. There we go. And so the class that I went to, whenever you go to a base, they send you for training. And it was called Air Base Ground Defense, to detect, delay, and destroy. There we go. So that's a good one. We'll move on to the next one. Here we go. First to defend, Defensor Fortis. See, I told you the military, we like that Latin. We like that old Latin kind of thing. This one they call First to Defend. Let's flip it over and see if I can remember which one this is. Osan Air Base, South Korea. And so the reason it has First to Defend on there is because Osan is closest to the DMZ, North Korea. So Osan Air Base has been on high alert for 50 years because that war has never ended. That's why they have that DMZ, that demilitarized zone. It was never a peace treaty. And so technically, North and South Korea still being at war, we were stationed in a war zone. 51st Security Forces Squadron, Osan Air Base, South Korea. So the town there is called Songtong. So that's where I was quite a while. And you can see it's got the Security Forces badges on the front of it. That's kind of a neat one. I like this one with the color. It's got like a glossy, like an epoxy they put on it. And those make those coins really neat. I like those ones. Let's see what the next coin I have is. This one. I'll see what it is with you folks. Oh, here's another one from Florida. Let's see if we can get it right there. Okay. So this is from Team Tyndall. So that's Tyndall Air Force Base in Florida. Really cool thing about Tyndall, that's where they train the drone pilots. So you'll just go in and there'll be a class and it's all dark and people are up on the computers running joysticks and they're learning to fly drones. And so they've been doing that for a while. It says taking America and premier air superiority training into the 21st century. Wow. I like these coins. They're nice and bold and all this, like future forward positive thinking of things they're going to do and all that. So let's get this one lined up, see what this next one says. This one is the 325th Fighter Wing mission, and that is to train the world's best air superiority team for the Air Force. And then it has on the front there, it has the Lightning Strike 325th Fighter Wing. Yeah, so that was a neat one. Tyndall Air Base in Florida. And they have some beautiful beaches. Okay, now we're getting into some of my really, really cool ones. This is a big one. Let's see if this one will fit here on the screen. Yeah, it fits right in the screen. Okay. America's first call for combat airlift. We put the air in airborne. 773rd. Actually, this is 773rd coin. That's neat, huh? Airborne. Get this one right there. 43rd Airlift Wing. And so whenever you talk about airborne, they were just talking about airborne. That's why they say it on there. Like the 82nd Airborne, these are the people that fly the planes that drop the paratroopers that go in and fight the wars, save the people, all that kind of thing. Here's the Airlift Wing. Oh, here's another one I'm really proud of. Here, I'll do the 45th anniversary. This is a neat one. So Tops in Blue, like I was talking about, is a performing group. And it's actually been around for quite a while. And so in 19... Let the camera catch up with us. Come on, camera. How about I do it right there? Come on, camera. There it is. Okay. Well, as soon as I I'll turn this light off, see if it'll come back to us. How about if I turn the camera just like that? There we go. Commitment to quality, a tribute to excellence. If you folks ever wonder where I get all these words and all this, kind of grandiose words that I use about business and life, good old United States military, commitment to quality. That didn't start like with the businesses, corporations. Commitment to quality, that's the United States Air Force for you right there. A tribute to excellence. Let me flip this one over and show you what it has here. This is the 45th anniversary of Tops in Blue, United States Air Force Entertainment. And so you see that little guy on there, they call him the Roger. The Academy Awards has the Tony, we had the Roger even before that. That thing's been around forever. And so that's Tops in Blue. Here's another neat one to be proud of. Whenever you get to get coins from high-ranking individuals, it's an honor for someone to, who is a top-ranking somebody to give you a coin, and that's more than a business card. It's more than just a coin. It's a sign of respect, and they're giving you something really that has their name on it that you can carry around forever. So the Department of the Air Force, United States of America. So this is the entire Department of the Air Force, and who is this coin from? This coin is it's presented by the Honorable Whitten Peters, Under Secretary of the Air Force, 4-star General. So that was pretty cool. I got a couple of 4 stars in my coins, and those are really special. It's an honor to get these and to be, have somebody show you that kind of respect. Well, like I said, it's a different kind of a video. I wanted to share those with you because some people have been asking about. I talk about these collections I have. I like collecting. It's a really great hobby to get into, especially if you find something there's no real value in military coins to anybody but me. So these things that I collect, there's no way to turn it into, a business. Well, I bet there probably is if I could get into it if I really wanted to. But it's not obvious to just turn these into a business. That's not the reason I enjoy them. That's not the reason I do it. And so the books I collect, the maps, the coins, All these things are a wonderful distraction for me, and I suggest that if you're going to be in business and really commit to long-term goals, for example, I look for 50-year goals. And I encourage you to go out and find some 50-year goals you can set. And so these 50-year goals, they kind of, some of the issues with them is they can get long and boring. 50 years is a long time. And so you can get kind of bored while you're waiting. And so this is something I took out of Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett's book. Their advice that they give is to find a bunch of hobbies like this. Their hobbies are gin rummy. They play with older, other folks in their neighborhood and such. And so I've looked for these hobbies that are slow, methodical, and they take a long time. It takes a long time to collect up a large book collection, a large compass collection. You have to find them. It takes time. And so instead of jumping on every new shiny penny, whenever I talk about getting this character, developing character, these are some of the things that I do that transfer over and they carry over into my business life. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you want to have a business life that's calm and secure and conservative, then get yourself involved with habits and routines and hobbies, and enjoy spending your time doing things that are slow and methodical, like gin rummy and chess and collecting coins. And these things will seep into your character, and you start to think of yourself as, I'm the kind of person who does this, and it bleeds over to other parts of your life. And it also actually keeps negative things out of your life. Like if you're thinking of yourself as, I'm the kind of person who collects books, well, it keeps negative things out of your life, because the kind of person who collects books tends to carry a lot of other things with it that might kind of push and shove some negative habits out of our lives. Well, this has been a nice slow, I like this music. I'm gonna see if I can get this all the time. So if it's your first time watching a video, my name is Alex Alexander. I'm the CIO of Integrity Portfolio Management. This video has nothing to do with our regular videos. I make videos a lot about investing and being a high performer in business and life. And so we make these videos for that reason. We don't really sell anything on the videos. There's no course. There's no mentorship or anything like that. Just free videos to take and use however you like. Hopefully they make a little bit of a difference in your life. I started watching videos like this for myself about 5 years ago, and I changed my entire life. And I think it's possible that you could do the same thing if things aren't going the way that you want. If things are going the way that you want, maybe I'll say something that'll help you even make it go even better. I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. Until next time,